Why do even top standard math students freeze on the long, wordy exam questions? It's more common than you think. So let's unpack the real reason why smart teens panic under pressure and the strategy that's helped hundreds of students beat it. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Andrew Malcolm. I'm the owner and founder of ACM Tuition, and in year 11, I failed math, and in year 12, I topped the state. Ever since then, I've helped hundreds of students score a band 6 in the HSC so that they can get into their dream university degree. And in every single video I post, I give you guys one actionable tip to help your team score a band 6 in the HSC or standard mathematics. So with that out of the way, here's the problem. Exams reward structure, not smarts. And so those long, wordy questions are built to overwhelm. And that overwhelm shuts students down. And so most families just hire tutors to teach more content, thinking that's the issue. But it's not the content gap. It's the thinking gap. And without a framework students can follow, right, they just default to panic. So here's the solution, and here's what we teach at ACM, right? The 3 what's, 1 how system, right? This consists of what is the question asking, what do I know, what hints does the question give me, and how do I get 1 mark, right? And this is a framework I developed in my HSC so I could conquer, so I had a strategy of actually targeting those questions and getting through them, right? So this is the first thing we need to implement, right? The second thing is the application, right? It's one thing to know the structure of how to target those questions, but it's another thing to know the application. How do I actually apply this to specific exam style questions, right? And that's what a lot of students struggle with, right? So we practice applying it, and after that, we have to do the repetition. If you don't do the reps, you don't get bulky in the gym. You know, if you're just thinking you're going to do one question or one exercise once a year for the gym, right? You know, you're not going to get anywhere, right? So it requires repetition and following that framework, right? And so, look, this works because we're training the brain to slow down, decode, and win no matter how intimidating the question is. And this structure is what students use to get to that like band 6 level, and you know, this is how I top the state as well. So look, if you want a breakdown of how to use this structure and this framework, just comment breakdown below and I'll send over the exact trading we use in class, right? And it turns just panic into precision. And so it gives your team a mental script that they can follow so they just don't have to panic in the exams, right? So comment below and let me know if you need anything.